Yay, we're live! And what, 30 seconds before 6 o'clock? This is a new record for us.
Yes, a new record. But this time it's because we didn't do the schedule.
No.
Because I don't know how the schedule works.
No, do you know what? Because last week and the week before, we tried to schedule both and they just, not disastrous, but it just didn't work for us, did it?
Yeah, I don't understand it. So I can't work it. So from now on, we are committing to Friday live. And what we will do, we'll just start it at 6 or just after 6, but it will always be around 6, I think.
Yeah,
Friday.
That's what we're going to do. So we want to make sure we do it for Friday, 6 o'clock. Always try and enjoy.
Yeah.
And then join us for a chat.
Yeah, we want to hear from you. So if you've got a subject you want us to talk about, or you just want to tell us how your week is going, or anything like that, just let us know. The chat's open. So what subject shall we start with?
Well, just before we start, all right, under here is the little snacks, and I've been munching these before we set live, so I've been told off for eating these before live, so I'm just going to share that with you. So if I am going to now munch it, because I'm officially allowed to eat my own snacks.
Please.
Now before I eat this, what's the subject of? Well, let's shall we talk about restaurants and food?
Yeah, because we've done a couple of takeaways, and we've reviewed a couple of takeaways. I'm actually editing one at the moment, and I will upload that tomorrow.
Yeah,
I think.
Hopefully.
Yeah, and you've got a few things. We've got a few things planned, but I'm quite enjoying doing the food reviews actually.
Yeah, well, do you know what, we were saying that, weren't we? Because obviously for lockdown we can't do the holiday part yet. So we thought, what else can we do in the interim? And we thought, well, you and I do a lot of takeaways, but we did strive with the cooking things. You got into cooking.
Yeah, because I love the baking things. So, and don't get me wrong, a big part of our holidays and our family get-togethers and things like that is always based around food. So why not, base our vlogs around food, other than travel, obviously, because we want to get back to travel. We want to get back to doing day trips. We want to get back to doing all those sorts of things. But in the interim, I mean, I've actually booked us a couple of things, but I'm not going to let you know just yet. But stay tuned, and you'll see the videos throughout the course of the next few months and that. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, we both love food, and we like different food.
As you can tell, I'm turning this into a mukbang. I'm having all these while you talk. But
I don't know, because people can't see the food, so I don't know if that's quite a mukbang. But okay.
But yeah, so what we thought we'd do. Well, in the past, what we've tended to done is try different types of restaurants, haven't we?
Yes.
So from really cheap to, well, I say really expensive, to sort of ones that within our budget.
Yeah.
But we thought what we'd do is we'll try and do a selection of takeaways. Now, I read recently, I think I've mentioned this before, that the younger generation are now saying they don't prefer restaurants anymore.
Oh yeah. You say
what they're calling them the Netflix generation. So essentially, what we're doing is they don't feel so comfortable in restaurants. What they prefer to do is order a takeaway, sit and watch Netflix or something on television, and do it that way, rather than go into the ambience of having a restaurant.
Yeah, but you see, the thing, and don't get me wrong, I think getting a takeaway and chilling out in front of the TV is nice. But for me, the whole restaurant experience is so that you can engage with people without the distraction of said TV or whatever else is around, or just, I like the social aspect of, because especially during lockdown, we've not been able to go out. We've not been able to do anything. It's been a lot of, food and Netflix, right? Now that things are easing up, it would be so nice to get back out there. And I'm not saying let's all rush to the restaurants. Let's calm down first. Yeah, let's calm down and then ease back into it, have that more social engagement kind of thing. That's what I like. I love picnics, and I love, I love open air cinema and things like that.
But my point was being, not everyone likes that, and they're saying it's becoming more and more not common, but I think more popular to order in. So what we're doing is we're trying and going back for some of the restaurants that we like to order in, our takeaways we like to do, and then review them here. Now, we've done reviews in restaurants before, as you've probably seen from our videos, especially when we go on holiday. For us, it is a lot easier to review here, because obviously you haven't got the shebang of everybody going on the outside, everybody in the restaurant as well. So we're going to do some of that, but we are, when we get out, going to do some more restaurant reviews.
Yes, definitely 100%. But in the meantime, we'll do takeaways, you know, at home, and we'll review them, and we let you know what we think. And if it's a takeaway that you may not have tried before, you may like the look of one that we order, you know.
But not just that, actually. One thing we did think is, so even ones that we go to regularly, or ones that we use as well, we want to try something different on the menu.
Yes.
That's one of the big things. Now, we always know that, me especially, this is more me than you, I always go to the same dish each time.
But I understand why you do.
Yeah, I mean, obviously being veggie or pescatarian, your choices are limited a bit more. But I think what I want to do is expand on stuff that I wouldn't normally try, and especially with things like starters.
Yes.
Mains,
Yeah.
We tend to go for one starter that we always normally get. So this time we'll do a range, so you can see what you could potentially get.
Yeah, and I think another reason why you tend to choose the same thing is because you don't want to be disappointed.
Yeah, but when doing a review like this,
exactly,
because it's for science, we can try it.
The munching is always for science.
So I thought we'd do that. So if there are any restaurants or dishes you'd like us to try, please drop us a line. Let us know. We will try those.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how it, I mean, Mark he's putting it out there because, you know, I'm assuming he's going to be really, really adventurous.
Well,
so
anything non-meat, that will be your department, but anything other than that, I will try.
And anything, I'm quite fussy. So yeah, I'm not as open as Mark maybe, into trying, I don't know, dishes that, I mean, because when Mark has all his vegetarian stuff and all that, don't get me wrong, I'll try it, but it really is not my bag.
No.
For me, some of the stuff, and this is not all vegetarian food, but some of the vegetarian food for me is a little bit plain. So, but that's not to say that is all. But I think from the takeaways that we've had, a couple of the dishes have been a bit plain for me. Not all of them, but just a couple.
Well, I couldn't disagree more. So
yeah,
that's
true. That's
true.
That,
and the good thing is actually, Kelly and I've got completely different tastes. So that's why it's good that when we try, because we are coming from completely different angles.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we will try those. We will look at some other ones as well. And just show that the vegan food's not all about mung beans. We'll be able to try something a little bit different. So there are, and one thing I've noticed, and I thought you probably noticed as well, as we look at the menus, there's much more stuff for vegans.
Yeah, so much.
That's grown, hasn't it?
Yeah, so much stuff for vegan and vegetarians. But you always had problems whenever we went to places like Brussels or Paris. It's been like really quite difficult to find vegetarian food. And even sometimes when we've been to the States, unless it's a buffet, you found it quite difficult when we've gone to restaurants to find vegetarian food. However, because he's pescatarian, then it opens up just a few more dishes for you.
So I think for me that the hardest bit is, like I said, when we went to Brussels, traditionally Belgian chips are cooked in beef fat.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't know this when we first went. It wasn't until then. It said in the bottom of the menu in the English section,
Belgian
chips,
fries.
Yeah, Belgian fries cooked in the traditional way, and then it said in brackets what it was, which is cooked in beef dripping.
Yeah.
So then I realised that, oh great, I can't eat any of these.
Yeah.
So that's the struggle. Bits you think are vegetarian aren't.
Yeah.
And that's the bit. I know you can't check. I probably have eaten in the past something that's been cooked in chicken stock or something or other, but it's just how it is. So,
and I think when we went to Brussels, because Mark quite likes moule and frites, which is mussels and fries and mussels, and you quite like that, but of course ultimately it's always Belgian fries. Yeah,
which I can't have, but anyway.
Yeah, and that's a real shame. But you muddle your way through, and you tend to find other things and stuff. They've gotten a lot better.
Yeah. So it's able to have more choice. Oh, the other thing, sorry, changing the subject slightly, was also, so we want to try some new, not just food, but also things like drinks.
Yes.
So check out our Starbucks review.
Yeah.
We tried the new Bubble-tastic.
Which is now over.
Yeah, only there for 1 week.
Yeah, for 1 week.
But it did make us really realise, especially places like Starbucks and various cafes, McDonald's, all these type of restaurants will have a special.
Yeah.
So we do want to try and get much more on the ball and sample these specials so you can try them.
Yeah, we so they did the Bubble-tastic, and what we did was we didn't just do a review on the Bubble-tastic. We tried a few others at the same time, but maybe today's the last day of the Bubble-tastic, because I think it started last Saturday.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So today, maybe it's just that, funnily enough, I ordered a Starbucks today,
as she does,
and it said unavailable under the, so unless they sold out, which they could have done today. But it wasn't available. Not that I would have ordered it, but anyway, you'll see from the review, because we've tried it twice now, haven't we? Twice. So if you watch our review, you'll see our thoughts on that. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about what we offer on our channel, really. What we're about, I guess.
So what do we offer on our channel, and what are we about?
We like to do what I consider, or what we consider, fun things. So holidays, obviously, travel, and food, obviously those being the two biggest. But we also like doing day trips. I mean, what have we done day trip? I mean, we've been to the Sky Garden, we've been to we've done quite a few afternoon teas.
Yeah,
we've done the Harry Potter studio tour.
Yeah.
We did what else have we done?
Oh, quite a few things.
We have done quite a few things.
Yeah. So the idea is it's not just about the trips as well. We have done a few product reviews.
Yeah.
And like I said, we had some good feedback on those. So we always like to help you guys when you're deciding a product. Did a few gaming ones, done a few drinks machines. Anybody who knows me knows I love my coffee. I've got quite a few coffee machines of various types. So I've been trying those as well. So what we want to try and do this year, we were really trying to pack our calendar really to get as much content out there as possible.
Yeah. So
as Kelly says, we're doing the restaurants. We will be doing more trips out once lockdown
eases a bit more.
Hopefully we're not going to get another lockdown after this.
Yeah.
So we're going to try and expand that. So we obviously, lockdown permitting, we will be doing a lot more active things outside. And you never know, we might get away.
Yeah, you never know.
We might get away.
Do you know what I would like to do this year, which I really miss?
Go on.
Swimming.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I really, I've been looking at some pools in the area and all of that. And I just really want to get back into swimming. I used to go before work, and I'd swim for an hour before work and then get out and all of that. The only problem was it was always my hair would take the most of time to sort of sort out. But other than that, yeah. So I've been looking for just a nice pool, with nice shower, nice steam room afterwards, because there's something to be said after a swim and going in to a steam room and just letting your bones just sort of, do you know what I mean, relax. And
do you know what we were saying that the other day, weren't we? We were saying about how much we miss a massage. I've not had a massage in, we didn't have one in 2020.
Yeah.
And last time 2019, did we have one in 2019?
I don't know if we had one in 2019. I don't think we did.
No,
we didn't.
2 years.
No. Yeah.
Two and a bit years. So I think now we're in month 4 in 2021. So That's a long time.
Yeah. It's been a while since we've had a really lovely massage.
When we went to Mauritius with your family,
oh my goodness,
the massages there were unbelievable.
Even my nephews, right? And we're talking about what, 2016. And you know, they were in school and all of that type of stuff, and they did like kids massages, and they'd be half an hour. Like, so we would do a couples massage, and then my brother and his fiance, they would do a couples massage, and then my friend would do her massage because my friend came with us as well, my bestie, hey Eve. I don't think my mum had too many massages.
Yeah, but that's not your mum's thing.
No, she does like a massage, but she didn't have too many because my mum was with us as well. But my two nephews, they proper loved the massage. They fell asleep and everything. They loved it. Yeah, they really enjoyed it.
It was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah, they did kids ones, but the kids ones were half an hour. But we would do as much as we could, so like an hour, hour and a half. Yeah.
And the good thing is there, you get your hour.
Yeah.
When I've had them here in the UK,
it's like 50 minutes or 55 minutes.
And they will wrap up because they just want you out. But there, they'll go the full hour, then they take the time.
Yeah.
And for me, the best bit, I don't know how you feel, is when you're done, you get to sit outside and you're just so relaxed. You are just, every muscle is just gone.
Yeah.
And you don't want to do anything.
No. And I mean, we went to Mauritius in 2015 and 2016, and in both places they had like a real lovely tranquil garden that you could just, you know, they'd have like some fruity drinks, you know, just water with fruits in them and things like that, all ready for you to go out and sit down and relax and let your muscles calm down from the massage, and, you know, rehydrate yourself and things like that. And that was so nice. So nice. And it was funny to see my nephew sort of relaxed, you know, because they'd had this massage. And, you know, they're like bony little kids.
After a stressful day on the beach, they have their nice massage.
Yeah. I mean, they loved it. They loved the pool and everything. Yeah, it was really nice.
So that was our divergent. But yeah, so massage is one we haven't had for a while.
Yeah, we haven't done that for a while.
And potentially we could do a little bit of filming on shopping. I don't know if we're going to go that far.
Yeah. I don't know what I mean, I like doing, obviously I like shopping, who doesn't? But I don't know with regards to where the easing of lockdown, I think we could do a shopping haul maybe, like what we've bought afterwards maybe, because I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be like, you know, with everyone with their masks on and you're trying to weave in and out, and you know, you don't want to get in anyone's way. They're only allowed a certain amount of people, because if you're only allowed a certain people in a store and you've got a camera and you're filming what's going on, you don't want to take up too much time because there's a queue outside. So I don't know with regards to shopping how feasible that's going to be.
Well, I'm just thinking, has anybody been swelling Amazon's coffers? Because I have. Loads of ordering online, so we could potentially look at that as well.
Yeah.
Just ideas.
Which brings us on to, I ordered something online and it arrived today.
Talking of Amazon, that was a nice segue.
And it was this. Actually, I didn't order it from Amazon though.
Oh, didn't you?
No. I love Friends. I absolutely, you know, I tell you what, it's really gotten me through lockdown. That and a couple of other YouTubers that I watch regularly have really got me through lockdown, other than you, of course.
Yeah, I'm third on the list.
But I wanted, once lockdown eased and I started booking us a couple of things, I thought, you know what, I really need a diary. And I hadn't ordered a diary, so I was looking for a Friends or a Harry Potter one.
Oh, it's a diary.
Oh, it's not just a diary, darling.
Oh,
it's not just a diary.
I thought it was something else. The size of it.
No. So
the size of it. That's a diary.
We're gonna take this off. Now, this is the first time you're seeing it. The first time I'm seeing it. So okay.
I better not actually go up my hands on the crisps.
So I ordered this, and it was $9.99 from the Calendar Club. Now, Amazon also do have one as well. But I think on Amazon it was $11.99. I think originally it might have been either $14.99 or $19.99.
I'm with my precious crisps. Oh, it's one of those ones. I think you just got to let the pressure drop.
Oh, right, yeah.
Just let it just go that way.
Okay.
Well, so yes, Kelly does watch a large, inordinate amount of Friends on TV, especially during the day. It's on all the time. I mean, I don't really watch it back in the 90s, but funny enough, because Kelly's been watching it, I've been watching it. So it's one of those things. I didn't really appreciate it as that. At the time.
Yeah.
I didn't really watch it at all. I just skimmed over it. I thought, I've got to be honest, back in the 90s when it was on, I just said, oh, Friends again, and just flick on to something else.
I think because it was so big as well. So there were so many people sort of watching it at the time, and it was all people could talk about. So then you sort of get into that thing of, oh, God, Friends again. Okay, so I finally was able to open it. Okay, so that's the front of the box without the little thing. And then...
Oh, it smells new.
It smells new, yeah. So, there we go. So, this is the Friends calendar. So, we've got the calendar there. And there's pictures on the back of what is on the calendar. I don't even know where I'm going to hang this. I've got to be honest.
Do you know what? That's the thing I've had, because where we hang them.
Yeah.
But we'll find somewhere.
Actually,
that's not bad for a tenner, because normally the calendar alone is about £7-8.
Right.
And you've got some other bits and bobs in here.
Right. So the other thing, this is what I really wanted.
So
let me show it up first, I suppose.
Yeah. Put that bit in.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, all out of the way.
There we go. So.
What is that? So it's
a diary.
Ah.
And I wanted either a Friends diary or a Harry Potter diary. And the Harry Potter diaries were sold out, and the Friends diaries on their own were sold out. However, they sold it as a combination of the calendar and the diary. And some places were doing the diary for just the diary itself for £10 and things. And there was one place that did do it for £7, £6, I think, or something like £5. They were doing it for £4.99. However, in order to get free delivery, you had to spend £12. And I thought, by the time I spent £12, I might as well have ordered an extra thing to build it up. So by the time I thought about it and sort of jiggled things around, I just thought, you know what, let me just order the combination. And I ordered this, and there was something else that I ordered, but I've just left it over there. But I really just wanted, a nice little diary. So you bought me one last year.
Yeah, I was going to say I bought Kelly one last year. So
I don't know if you can.
So it looks like a standard diary that you can write the days in as well.
Yeah. So there you go.
It's a shame you got it now because you missed the first 4 months.
Yeah, I know.
But
we didn't have anything booked, and we were still in lockdown, so there was no point at that time to get a diary.
Oh, of course, yeah, because the last time I bought it would have been for Christmas,
the beginning of
2019. So, yeah, exactly that.
And I didn't use a lot of it because then I was not well in March.
Yeah.
And then I was off for the year. So
and not only that as well. So as you can probably remember, we went into lockdown in December. And actually, I hadn't done most of my Christmas shopping by then. So, of course, then you had to try and do Christmas shopping with about 6 shops that are open.
Yeah, but we're talking about the last year. So
no, it's I'm relating to this year.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, for this year, for the diary. But, last year, I didn't get to use the diary to its full extent because we went into lockdown in March. So just before lockdown, I think it was like a week or two before lockdown, I got sick, and then pretty much soon after that we went into lockdown, so I didn't get to use the diary. So I thought, you know what? I've already started booking some stuff, which I need to write in my little diary.
I was going to say, we have an inordinate amount of Friends merchandise here. This was one here, your friend, which is your friend's tea strainer.
Yeah. Well, I've got a load of Friends stuff. You know, we went to New York and I bought some mugs and I bought a central pillow in the shape of a cup, and I've got cups and sort of, yeah, just different bits and pieces.
I mean, it's amazing that show still keeps going 20 years after it closed. Oh, that's unbelievable.
Well, no, I went to the 25th anniversary of the Friends Fest.
Oh, so when did it? I thought it ended up in 2000. Was it?
No, it was after 2000. Yeah.
Then that would be less than 20 years.
No, it's 25 years. 25 year and 25th year anniversary.
Yeah, but that's celebrating the start. I'm talking about when it closed.
Oh, when it closed. Oh, yeah. No, that what?
No, it didn't.
Oh, yeah, God, yeah.
So we're 21 now.
No, it didn't end I think it ended after I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, so it'll be, like I said, so it ended nearly 20 years ago. And it's still, I think HBO was saying it's still the most popular show they've got.
Yeah.
So that's something for it to be that popular.
Yeah, for it to be that popular. But you were saying Frasier was quite popular.
Yeah, well, Frasier's coming back. For anybody who's interested, Frasier is coming back. They are remaking Frasier with Kelsey Grammer and a few of the other cast members. Unfortunately, the guy that played Marty's now died.
Yeah.
So
the father, yeah.
And Daphne Jane Levy's, I think.
I don't know her
name. Oh, yeah, Jane something, I think. She hasn't committed yet, so they've got a few cast members to go.
Yeah. Friends ended in May 2004.
There you go. So what's that? 17 years ago.
Wow.
Well, no, 16 years ago. Yeah, almost. Not quite May yet.
Yeah, it's crazy how popular and how, you know, it spanned for 10 years. So it had 10 seasons. And it's still playing now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's still, and it's on every day. They'll repeat the seasons, and
all of that. Do you think it's now become more popular because it's ended? People appreciate it more now.
No, because I think people really appreciated it while it was on.
Because I was just thinking that The Big Bang Theory has now surpassed Friends in terms of episodes. So I do wonder if that will be a similar thing.
Yeah, but the Big Bang Theory's ended now, though, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it ended a while ago. Yeah, it ended.
But they did more episodes than Friends. Well, I think they did. They just extended. Friends is kind of the benchmark in terms of.
Yeah, I suppose. But the thing was, Friends was still popular when they ended it. It was because the cast wanted to end it.
Oh, okay. But which is normally the way. Actually, I think the same happened with Big Bang. I think Jim Parsons, who plays Sheldon, wanted to end it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
I see. Why. I think Courtney Cox and Monica, I think she wanted to end Friends. I think they had all agreed, maybe they'd spoken about it and maybe thought, you know. But I mean, Supernatural, I mean, if you're talking about sort of seasons, I think they ended after 15 seasons.
Really?
Yeah, Supernatural's gone on. Let me just have a look at that, because I think it ended, I believe Supernatural might have ended this year or last year. But yeah, Supernatural was very, very popular.
And I've not seen any of them. There's so many series I need to catch up on.
Yeah, 15 seasons.
Wow.
Yeah, so they surpassed Friends. But again, I mean, I used to watch, but I've not watched season 15. And I had set it to record because it was on Sky, and I'd set it to record, and for some reason they all got deleted, and I don't know how. And now it's so difficult to find.
It wasn't me.
No. I think it was Sky that deleted them as it went along, because yes, you were able to record it, but then it's supposed to sit recorded for however long, but it didn't stay, and I was just baffled as to what had happened. But yeah, there you go.
I was going to say, the last series I saw was Breaking Bad, and I've not watched anything since.
Oh God, yeah, Breaking Bad.
So I've not seen anything since then. I just don't get time. I just don't get time to watch series. That's the problem. I'd love to be able to sit down and watch a series.
I think for me to commit to a series, I have to really enjoy it. And I've got to admit, I do like to be able to watch them back to back at my own leisure.
Yeah.
And not have to wait for a weekly episode. Oh, I've got to sit down and watch. Oh, I've got to make sure that I'm there at that time, or I've got to make sure. So I like for the seasons to have already been done, and then you can watch them back to back. And if I do commit to something and it's only 2 seasons, or let's say 1 season, I'm very much like my bestie in this sense, where she's like, right, she won't watch it if there's only 1 season. And I'm a lot like that, because you get invested with the characters, you get invested with the plot, and then all of a sudden it's ended, it got cancelled, and I'm so mad. This is so mad. I'm like, oh man.
No, I mean, I know what you're saying. I think that's the thing. For me, though, that would appeal to me, because if we've got less time to watch them, that's why I like to go for movies, because 2 hours you're done.
Yeah.
And then that's finished. Although you can get much more investment in the series.
Yeah, I mean, you get involved with it. It's like reading a book. So when you read the book, you get invested in the characters, you get invested with the plot line and all of that type of stuff, and you begin to fall in love with the characters. And when you watch a series, it's just a book brought to life, really. So you tend to, again, be invested, and you want to, see how it ends and all of that type of stuff. So especially when something really good ends and you weren't ready for it to end, that's always sad. Yeah.
But they do say, actual fact, is I was reading an article, actually, changing the subject, well, staying on the subject slightly, with films. So Steven Spielberg was saying about superhero movies. Now, as we know, that's a real popular genre at the moment. There are many, and they've got lots more lined up to shoot. So Suicide Squad 2 is due to come out very, very soon. And there's a few others in the pipeline. And he was saying he thinks there are just too many of them, and that will kill the franchise off forever. That's what I was reading. So he said when he was a kid, now obviously this is going back to the 60s, Westerns were all the rage. So this is his point, and I do see where he's going with this. So he said because every other film back then was Western. And he said because there were so many, people just went off of them. And it's true, if you think about it, I think the only Westerns I can think about was The Unforgiven, which is 1992. Right. And then you didn't get any really. There was a couple here and there, but it really killed off the franchise.
I don't know, because I don't sort of particularly pay attention to when these things are filmed and done. But the ones that I can remember, you have Wyatt Earp, and then there was
that's one in the 80s.
Is that one in the 80s, Wyatt Earp? What's the one with Kevin Costner? Was that in the 80s?
Which one? There were several with Kevin Costner. Dances with Wolves.
Oh, you see, I don't know. No. It's not my genre. But I just remember that there's always one about a train, and then there's always one with horses involved,
well,
and then
any of them.
Yeah.
But I think the point he's making is he thinks that there'll be just too many. People will get, if you do too many, people get sick of them, and then that's it. Then you won't get any again then for years and years and years.
That's true, but I also believe it's a generational thing. So like my granddad was interested in Westerns. I was not interested in Westerns. And he used to watch them when I was growing up. I had no interest in cowboys. I had no interest at all. And neither did my brother. And, my brother obviously is a boy, because not all girls are going to be interested in Westerns. But it was my granddad's thing. But to be fair, I only used to see my dad watch a couple, and that was it. So he was never into it. So I do think it's a generational thing, and maybe that might be the case of the same with comic book heroes. Maybe people won't read comic books in the next generation.
Oh no, I think they will. They'll always have your fan base there, but I'm just thinking in terms of having too many.
Well, then it wouldn't, because how many comic books are there?
Well, loads.
Right. Okay. So it wouldn't kill if children are still invested in comics later on. It wouldn't kill off it would just take I think the way that films are done maybe would maybe kill off that specific way of filming, and then it will take someone like how Lord of the Rings was so popular, there was a cartoon about it, and there was books about it, but then it was many, many, many years later, and then Peter Jackson brought it to life, and spawned a whole generation of new fans who wanted to, and maybe that's what will happen with, maybe that's what will happen with westerns though. Maybe someone will come along, because you've got Westworld at the moment, and that's all based in you know, in westerns and all of that.
But I'm just thinking in terms of what his argument was, that it's just they're just
saturated.
They're saturated in such a short period of time. So, for example, Lord of the Rings, like you say, was only 3 movies, and then you got The Hobbit as well. So that's not saturation.
That's not saturation, because the books, the books ended at a certain point. But had there been more books, then I reckon they would have commissioned Peter Jackson to make more.
But I also think as well, in theory, you could saturate it, because you could just have multiple films based upon characters. Look at, I mean, Fantastic Beasts wasn't by J.K. Rowling, but they've gone on to make it, so they based it on that theme.
No, Fantastic Beasts, J.K. Rowling wrote it.
Not the book. There isn't a book. Fantastic Beasts, is there?
No, but she wrote the screenplay, because the problem was when she wrote Harry Potter and then you watched the film, you didn't appreciate the film for what it was, because you were so invested in the books, because there was so much more detail, there was so much more imagination and all this. So then it was a conscious decision not to do the book for Fantastic Beasts, but obviously she wrote books. There's 7 parts, but she actually wrote the story, or the screenplay if you like, but there are 7 of them, but she wrote them, but she specifically didn't write the books. But I think it was because of the Harry Potter.
Oh, okay.
So that you wouldn't get invested in the books, and then when the film come out,
that's what I thought. She wrote it as a screenplay, not as a book.
But what I'm saying is that you're comparing it to saturation of the westerns.
Yeah, but that's slightly different, because obviously that's from one author. Anyway, that's just what I read. So be interesting to see if they actually do that, if that does actually change.
I think you have to have. It'd be interesting. I can't see superheroes and things like that ever truly dying away.
No, I don't think so. I think that there's a real popularity there,
and I think it goes through generation after generation, whereas with a western, that was for a certain time period, if that makes sense. I mean, there's not loads and loads of comic books on westerns.
No, true. So talking of comic books, will you watch the new Batman with Robert Pattinson?
I will watch it.
Oh, skeptical. You sound like you don't want to.
Do you know what it is? I think because I liked. First of all, Batman's not really my thing anyway.
No. You like Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, I liked Robert Pattinson in Twilight. That is it.
Okay, so
because
not the actor, you just like the character.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was. Don't get me wrong, because Robert Pattinson is a very, very good actor, and he was really good in what you call it. What was the other thing he did in Harry Potter? But I just think that he likes to play sort of independent films and all of that type of stuff.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Before he got to do Twilight, and if you watch the first Twilight is the best one. That one and the very last one, in my opinion. And the first one stuck closely, for me, closest to the book. And when you read the book and then when you watch the film, because it was the film that made me then want to go and read the book. But then the second one, they just Hollywooded it up, and I just didn't appreciate the way that it was just over.
I hadn't read the book, so I just caught tail ends of the film. I've not inadvertently gone out to look at the film. There's some dodgy CGI in one of them. But I can see, you can see where they're kind of going with the storyline, but obviously this is a completely different character. And that's for me, I think what they tried to do with the Batman one is try to get away from, because what they end up doing invariably with any superhero, Batman, Spider-Man, is that you get a new character in, or a new actor to play that character, say Spider-Man, for example. So you tell the beginning story, he gets bitten by the spider, radioactive, turns to blah, blah, blah. Then a new actor comes in, and then they fall into this trap of having to retell that same story. Everyone knows that. So I think the danger is when you've gone through so many Batmans, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, and now obviously Robert Pattinson. I hope they don't go back feeling they have to tell the story again how he becomes Batman.
Yeah.
I hope they start it from a point where you assume the public know.
But you're talking about the latest Batmans. You're not talking about Batman from the beginning, like with what's his name, Keaton.
Well, they did with that one, the first one they did. Then when Christian Bale, when they did it again, they didn't know, to be fair, with Ben Affleck. They let it run on as if it was a continuation from the Christian Bale ones, which they actually wanted to do because they wanted Bale to carry on, but he didn't want to do it. So Ben Affleck took over.
But what I'm saying is those are the latest three. Whereas Batman, from what I know of, started with what's his name, Michael Keaton.
Yeah, that was the first major film.
Yeah, so you had Michael Keaton, and you had what's his name,
Val Kilmer.
And you George Clooney, and all of that. Now, those films, out of all of those films, I did like the Michael Keaton ones better than when Val Kilmer came along and what's his name?
George Clooney.
George Clooney. But I did go and watch them. I went and watched them. But the better ones for me were, I mean, Christian Bale did do a good job, and I also think, I don't know which director did that one.
Well, that was our thing. So when we went to Comic-Con, we went with Michael J. Fox. Do you remember?
Yes, yes.
So that was the interesting bit. So we were able to ask Michael J. Fox a question.
Yeah.
Do you remember? I put my hand up.
Mm-hmm.
I was one of the first to be answered. And I thought, I've got plenty of time. I think I hadn't thought of a question. So I put my hand up and I thought, I'll ask a question. Next thing I do, I look to the side of me. There's a guy there crouched down with like this lollipop with a number on it. And he turned up to me and he went, "You're next." And he holds up this lollipop. So they go, "And number 18, we got a question over there." And he grabbed me the microphone. I hadn't thought of a question. I thought, what am I going to ask him? Because I was going to look really stupid. So it just dawned on me, because we were at Comic-Con. I said, so basically I said, you see in Comic-Con, there's a lot of people dressed up.
Yeah, because
as superheroes, as they do. I said, "Michael, have you ever been offered the role as a superhero?" And I don't know if you remember what he was saying. It was really interesting. So as Kelly said, Michael Keaton was the first Batman. Apparently, for the second Batman film with Michael Keaton, which would have been Batman Returns, that's with Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman.
Catwoman, yeah.
And Danny DeVito as the Penguin. Michael J. Fox was asked to play Robin, and they were going to bring Michael J. Fox in as Robin. That's what he said. But there was dilly-dally, there's delays, there inevitably is with a film. And by then, Michael J. Fox had committed to another project.
Yeah, he's been, I vaguely remember because when we sort of did that Comic-Con, that was quite a while ago.
Yeah.
But I do vaguely remember him saying that he had committed to something else.
Yeah, that was my question.
Yeah.
That was my question to him. So that's what he did. So for those of you who don't know, that's what happened. Apparently, Michael J. Fox was supposed to play Robin in that one. In the end, they didn't go through it, and they dropped the character. Plus, right. Michael Keaton was quite advanced at his time in terms of that Batman. So he said, "No, this should be a solitary lone figure. Right. So I want to play it as such." So they ditched the Robin character.
Yeah.
Which they then obviously brought into fruition when Val Kilmer became Batman. They brought in Robin.
See, I don't know how that would have been with
oh, Alicia, hello.
Hey, Alicia. I don't know how that would have been with
Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, as Robin.
I don't know. Remember, he was younger then. This would have been 1992, so he would have been a long time ago. He would have been a lot younger. He probably still would have been in his late 20s, early 30s.
I know, but he's more of a comical character, as in the parts that he played. You know, things like Family Ties, things like.
Yeah, but he's a versatile actor.
I'm not saying that he's not a versatile actor, but all the stuff that he's played, The Secret to My Success, I can't remember. I want to say Big City Bright Lights or whatever it was. I don't think I've seen him really in a serious role.
No, I think I suppose he got typecast slightly.
Yeah.
Because he was so good. I think they do say that if you play a character so well, you will be typecast as that.
Yeah, because if you think of because he did Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
Of course, he did all three of the Back to the Futures.
Yeah.
Then he also did Family Ties.
Oh, there's a load of stuff. He did Scanners. Was it Scanners? Not Scanners. I forget what it was called.
But yeah,
Frighteners or something like that. The one
Frighteners, yeah. They were all sort of comical sort of characters. So I don't know how he would have been playing Robin. I don't know.
Interesting to see.
Yeah.
So, who's on? Alicia, do you want to ask us a question?
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I hope that there are more films out this year as well.
Yeah. Well, actually, a lot of them are being suspended. So James Bond was supposed to be early 2020. Then it got delayed to November 2020. Now it's been delayed again until May, I think.
But are we talking about shooting the films,
no,
or are we talking about they've already filmed it and they're just delaying?
It was shot 2 years ago. The new Batman.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, it should have been. I told you it should have been in the cinemas back early 2020.
I didn't realise it had already been filmed.
It's all done. It's waiting to go. It's been delayed over a year, so it's all. It was all ready to go. Well, a lot of films now are going straight to either Disney or to into Netflix.
Yeah,
or Sky.
But I think what they should do, I mean, now that summertime's coming in, I think they should do it on open air cinemas.
Oh, talking of open air cinemas, what we might be doing?
We might be going to a few. I don't know yet.
Well, have a look.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look and see what's out there. But yeah, I mean, we've done one before.
We have. Well, let me bring these back to the middle now. You've done your thing. Oh, I'm scooching over there.
Yeah, I know. Look.
So while I've been talking, look at that. I've been digging in this bowl. I should do a thing, an all you can eat, and see what people can watch me eat.
What, do a challenge? A challenge of all you can eat, right? Huh?
An all you can eat challenge. Should do one of those. I've got quite a good appetite, haven't I? Anyway,
would that be for the viewers or would that just be for you?
You see, I've got a thumbs up from Alicia. So Alicia, what would be my challenge apart from mung beans? No one can challenge market eating. This is very, very, very true. One of the videos I did, if you watched, Kelly made some what was it, the jar cakes.
Cake jars.
Cake jars, that's it. And the idea is obviously you get a little cutter and you cut little circles out and you fit those circles of cake into your jar. And in between that, you intersperse layers of cream frosting and cheese, whatever it may be. So, of course, invariably, as you cut the holes in, there's the outsiding. And I must have eaten that in a second. That nice rim of cake. Very good. Waste not, want not, is what I say.
No, that is true. That is very, very true. And trust me, when Mark is around, there's no wastage. You'd be lucky if you actually get a piece of whatever it is.
There we go. So, doing the munching bit.
What does Lish say?
Oh my God, that video was too funny. I cracked up every time watching it. You see, we got our thank you, Leisha. That was the whole thing. I've got to say, one of the things that's scary with me is that I'll be eating like this. I don't actually look what I'm doing. I look down. I think, oh my God, I've eaten all that.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Then he suddenly thinks, oh my God, Kelly's going to go mad because there isn't any left for her.
I was eating something out of the jar. Was it peanut butter or something? I'm not going to lie. We're all friends. I can share this with a spoon. I was just jamming it out. I thought, oh no, that's all gone. I'm going to be in so much trouble. I can tell you in front of them because you won't tell how I go. I have to do it later in the camera. There we go. So we've done the subject on food and cinema. So is it? Mark. That's one of my habits, I'm afraid.
What did you say?
Yuck, because I'm.
Oh yeah, because
I'm jamming it straight out to them. Don't worry, I don't double dip. No, I don't make a mess.
It's okay because I've always got a spare one for when we actually have guests.
But then I discovered the spare one.
Mark has his ones with the label Mark on them.
Yeah, so I know when what I'm allowed to chow and what I'm not.
This is I have to forward plan.
So buy 2 of everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
So now the weather's getting better, talking the food, we're hoping to do some more picnics. So how everybody feels about doing picnics?
I want to do some like good social distancing barbecues in our garden. That's what I'd really like to do.
I think the sort of way to go is they are saying, because as you know, we're not allowed to meet indoors as yet, but I do think eating outdoors is the way forward so far. Now, I know it's not the warmest. Yeah, you can't wait.
Alicia says, yeah, she can't wait. Yeah.
Us too. But I think that's the way forward. Easy to social distance outside. Just put chairs and tables. But even in the local park, I think we can do that as well with the picnic. There's loads of food now you can buy just in supermarkets.
Yeah.
Oh, James, hello.
Hi, James.
Hi, James. Thank you for joining us. You've just missed me eating lots of food, so as I'm chowing down on Kelly's snacks.
What does Lisa say?
Lisa says, Mr. Family barbecues and gatherings. So yeah. Most definitely.
It would be nice to sort of like, just spend time with family, and it is difficult. I find it difficult. I was chatting to my cousin the other day. We're going to meet up this Sunday. We're going to go for a walk and that. And, he came sort of during lockdown. He came, and I said this before in one of our vlogs, where we sat on the drive, and I'm putting over there because that's where our drive is. And he sat I got him a chair. He sat on the drive, and I sat in the porch, had the door open, and we just chatted like that. And people walked past and were laughing because obviously that's the new thing, isn't it? So
having someone on your porch, chatting too. But no, it's true. But I think also for people's mental health as well, it's very good that you just get to socialise, mix again, and just get back into some form of interaction. I think one of the dangers always is that if you've been a whole year without interacting with people, that's going to be right? That's going to be always a difficult thing to get back into. So it is important to do that.
Yeah, I think so.
So we'll look and see how that goes. But we'll definitely look to having some more things. Oh, talking of cinema as well. The other thing we did not do at all in 2020 is go to the cinema. Now, between July and September, or actually later, because we went into lockdown a bit later, didn't we? Not sort of November time. We were able then to go into the cinema, but I don't know. For me, the fact of being able to sit in a cinema for 2 hours with your mask on, I don't know if I was able to. I don't know, just the comfortableness of it. I just think
I could do it. I could definitely do it. I could definitely go to the cinema and sit for a couple of hours with my mask on.
See, I'm not sure. I don't mind. Don't get me wrong. I've got no problem. I think it's great to wear a mask. You should wear a mask, but it just put me off. But people did it. People do it. I think going forward, I think I will try a cinema trip. I think we should do just to.
I think my only thing is if I want to get popcorn and stuff like that. James, what do you like to do in your spare time? What is it that is it you like to go for picnics? Do you like to sit down and have takeaway and munch in front of the TV? What is it you like to do? Leisha, I know you'd like a little takeaway, innit? And then just
Leisha likes to take away.
Sit down in front of the TV, Netflix. Takeaway Netflix would be Alicia's perfect night, I think.
Now, what's interesting actually, once we've been doing our takeaways, and I say our takeaways when we do them in the filming together, is unusual because you and I don't normally get the same thing. This is quite unusual for us.
Yeah.
We order takeaway from the same place and try it. We normally get our own thing.
Yeah.
So Kelly will order hers, I'll order mine, and that's just pure. But we thought, well, let's try together some places and order some foods that we don't normally go for.
Yeah.
And I thought as well, because it's good. That's what I like to see. Even in like a popular restaurant, I think, do you know what? I've never gone for that dish. I've always seen it and I've thought about it, but I don't want to be disappointed with it.
Yeah, because that's the thing, isn't it? Being disappointed. But you love a buffet.
Oh, I love buffet. Do you know? And that's one thing I've really missed with lockdown, because you can't do a buffet.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can't have the interaction. You can't have somebody different people touching the tongs or the spoon or whatever the utensil is to serve. You can't have multiple people doing that. So now to adapt, buffets are operating in a totally different way. But I do miss that. Oh, what did James say?
He just has to charge his phone.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, Alicia says, yep. LOL, Netflix, and nice big munch. There you go.
That's it. And this is what I was saying about generational thing. So that's the big thing. So having that as well, you're just like me. I'm much more like that as well. I know you love going to the restaurants.
I like the engagement of being in a restaurant with there's no real distractions. Or I like going to a restaurant that might have interesting entertainment or something like that. But my mum would like any entertainment. It doesn't matter about the quality.
I don't like the restaurants where it is, like you say, once you've finished, you just think to yourself, well, I'm just hanging around now until I can go. What I do like about doing the takeaway thing is, like I said, we can watch something else, chat. There's a whole plethora of things to do. That's not to say, though, I dislike restaurants. There's a lot of restaurants I like to go to. I think that novelty factor will definitely come back in. Because we haven't had it for such a long time.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I like going to restaurants over here, but I really, really enjoy going to restaurants abroad. But the same with going to the cinema. I love going to the cinema in the States. And I don't even mind going on my own to the cinema. It's never really bothered me going on my own or sitting in a restaurant on my own. Or, you know, like there's been times when you've left me in a restaurant to go and walk up and down the strip in Lanzarote, and I've sat there with my book waiting for you to come back or whatever, because it doesn't really, the sun is shining and you're just, weather is sweet.
But do you know what? That's I was going to say that's a real interactive thing. Was it Alicia says, I don't mind going to restaurants, but don't like being rushed.
Yeah. You don't want to go to a restaurant where they tell you, oh, you've only got 2 hours.
Oh, James is back. What was I going to say? What did you ask, James?
What is it you like to do, James? What do you like to do in your spare time? Do you like to sit down in front of the TV and get a takeaway, watch, you know, Netflix, or do you like picnics, or, you know, I mean, what I'm most looking forward to myself is to be able to do a mini barbecue, social distance in our garden.
Yeah, like simple things. I think you, like you say, you do appreciate the simple things.
Yeah.
And actually, going back to your point, that's one really nice ambiance thing when you have a restaurant outside when you're on holiday.
Yes.
I always think that one thing I've noticed when I go to a restaurant here in London, it's normally after I've gone to work and I'm tired, I want to go home. But when you're on holiday, you're relaxed, it's just, you can really appreciate it a lot more. I think. Or if you go on to a restaurant at the weekend, I think, because you know it's that time just to relax, sit back. Sit back. I
think for me on the weekend it can be hit and miss. Again, Mark and I differ because I'm already. James says he likes getting takeaways. Yeah, I don't blame you.
Top man, see, that's three of us.
I know. Am I the only one that likes going restaurants? I think with me with the weekends, sometimes I find it difficult to motivate myself to get out for the weekend.
Yeah.
Because obviously, before when I was working, I'd be working in London. So then to think about on the weekend, oh, we've got to go into London. But I find it nicer when we're on holiday and we go out. Or if I've gone to work, I find it easier then to go to a restaurant after work rather than having to then, you know, disturb myself to go on the weekends, unless it's local.
Well, you know what, Ashfat, the whole thing for takeaways for me now has got better because of places like Deliveroo and Just Eat. Very convenient. You can order as many as you want. Like I said, now I now start ordering more food because of takeaway, because you have got that convenience. You can eat it in your own time. And the added thing is, if you order extra, you can just bung it in the fridge, which you wouldn't do in a restaurant. I wouldn't ask for a doggy bag.
I normally ask for a doggy bag, but in saying that, a lot more restaurants have opened themselves up to Just Eat and Deliveroo, whereas they hadn't before. It'd just be your local independent pizza place or your local independent, you know, chicken place or fish place or whatever, or kebab place. But now the big names now have joined. And I say big names, but, you know, the mid restaurants like Zizi have now joined, and Prezzo and Starbucks and Costa and all it, but like before it'd just be things like KFC or Pizza Hut or something like that, or your local Chinese. But now the bigger restaurants have opened up.
Oh God, I've got to say what, we've become really bad now. Starbucks, Kay just says Starbucks, we've become really, really bad. So
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know.
the fact is, we've got so lazy. This is what we're doing now. We are ordering drinks from Deliveroo to here because I can't be bothered to walk up there and get them.
Why are you telling people our trade secrets? These are trade secrets.
But that includes, and the trouble is, you've got to make it worth its while. It's pointless just ordering 2 drinks. So we get cookies, we get little cakes, and all of that as well. So you end up getting this nice big order. But I recommend it. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, they are. Hey, Talk of the Tom.
Talk of the Tom. Hello.
Thank you for joining
us. Yes. Oh, by the way, just a shout out to Talk of the Tom. So he did an absolutely fantastic review.
Yes, he did.
On the Bubble-tastic.
Yeah.
On the Starbucks one. We watched that. It was a really, really good review. So if you do get a chance, please watch Talk of the Tom's Bubble-tastic review as well. Really worth watching.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
It makes me feel all warm inside. We really do like our takeaways, and before lockdown we used to have a takeaway probably once a week. We'd either have a takeaway once a week or we'd go to a restaurant once a week.
Yeah.
So that would be our thing. But now since lockdown,
oh, we've gone mad with it.
I can't even tell you how many takeaways.
Oh, loads, and we're having them every week, and not just 1 or 2. I'd say we probably have about 3 or 4.
I don't think we have 3 or 4.
No, if you include Starbucks, that is.
Yes. All right. Yeah.
So it's 3 or 4. So actual fact, we were just saying about the Bubble-tastic Starbucks one. We did order that by takeaway, didn't we?
Yes,
we did. The first one, and it actually it wasn't as good as when we went into the store, so we got it a second time to retest it.
Yeah. And I think that the second time was a lot better than the first time.
You have a better. Tom just said you have a better opinion for trying it twice.
Yes, you really do.
That's true. The first time we tried it, it tasted like. You know what I was saying? It's like you've had chewing gum in your mouth for a while, and the taste is gone. So you've just got almost like a weakened taste of it.
Yeah, and I said, and after because we shot the video, but I didn't upload the video, but we shot the video, and I said to Mark, this don't taste right, because we had that, and I had the white mocha, and I said, I think maybe a newbie might have made it. You know, someone who's training or learning or whatever. And it wasn't even blue. I mean, Talk of the Tom's one was more blue than our one. When I watched his video, his one was more blue than ours. Yeah, even our second one, his one was more blue.
Yeah, no, exactly. Because when we got the first one, I thought that's really pale. And Kelly said to me, no, they've not made this properly. And I said, no, they're all the same. They just follow the same recipe. 1 squirt of this, 3 squirts of that, 2 squirts of this. Put it underneath.
And I was adamant. Yeah. And I was just like, nope, we're going out. We're going to go and get another one. So
we went into a different Starbucks, so in a different town, to try that one as well. And Kelly was right, as always. It was a totally different experience, totally different taste. And that was the one we used.
I see.
The trade secrets. So I won't just say what Tom said, but there's a little trade secret there. That was good, clever. That was clever. Because our one as well, I thought it's got to be bluer than that. But the first one was really light.
But I think there was another girl, and I can't remember which vlogger she was, and hers was more blue. And I think maybe other people did that then. Maybe
I don't know.
But yeah, when we got the second one, it was more blue than the first one that we got, because the first one was almost white. And then we tried it. But next time I'm going to do Talk of the Tom. I'm going to follow you and then the other girl as well, which I'm going to try it in the car as soon as we get it.
I'll just try it that way.
Yeah.
I think we could do that, because normally we wait till we get back and then try it. But yeah, we tried it there. It's amazing how the cream on the top, how quickly that starts to settle into just like this sort of mess, because obviously it comes up with the cream. They put the cream in the drizzle, and then whatever it would be on top.
The cream and the drizzle. So like with me, I love my favorite is the caramel coffee, and I frequent Starbucks quite often.
Yes, Kelly used to have one a day.
In fact, I probably have supported the opening of several stores through my sheer optimistic consuming of the Starbucks products.
You have to go large top next time. Tom said, "Yeah, no."
Can you imagine?
Oh no! Can I tell them the fish and chip story?
Which fish and chip?
The guy in the fish and chip, what he said about you.
Oh, go on.
Oh, I'll do this one. So basically, where we used to live, there was a guy that used to had a fish and chip shop there. And when we used to go and order fish and chips, anyway, I went in there.
This was before I got together with Mark. No, and then afterwards he told you when we got together.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I got together with Kelly, and then I went into the fish and chip store to order fish and chips for Kelly and I. Now obviously he didn't know we were together.
Yeah.
So as Kelly just happened to walk past the fish and chip shop, and I said, "Oh, that's my girlfriend there. That's Kelly." And he went, "Her?" I said, "Yeah, her." He went, "Oh, right, we call her Frappuccino lady because every time she walks past, she's got a Frappuccino." And I was just because that is so Kelly. She used to get one every single day. Every single day.
No, that's not strictly
Monday
true.
to Friday, but you got them every day. And on a Saturday, actually. So
that's not strictly true.
That's what he said.
Not strictly true.
Well, I'm just going by what I was told.
But then by that rationale, it would be like I got fish and chips every day. No, I didn't get fish and chips every day. It just so happened the days that I would get fish and chips were the days that I would get a Frappuccino.
No, that's not what he said. So where Kelly lived was you had to walk past the fish and chip shop, and he said he saw you every day with a Frappuccino. That's all I'm saying, quote unquote.
Even Alicia, oh, tut. You shut up, Alicia.
Busted. Busted. But anyway, cut a long story short, sorry. That was the thing we were going to say. So we do like our fraps.
Yeah. No, you like your coffees.
I do have more. Yeah, sorry, I'm more of a coffee drinker.
He likes his coffees and then wants to always take a sip of my drink because he's conveniently forgotten each time what my drink tastes like.
Yeah. My amnesia hit, so I have to go and have another sample of it.
A bit like your selective hearing.
But but I did actually enjoy doing that video because I've got to say the strawberries and cream I've not had for about 3 years. So to have that hit again, that was quite nice. And the what was the other one?
We did the caramel and the chai. The chai.
Oh, thank you, James. I love this video.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. As I was talking about frappuccinos.
Yeah, just talking about food and frappuccinos. What everybody likes.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I hadn't had that for ages. And of course, the thing is as well, as Tom knows as well, they do sort of series of new ones each and every time. That's why we wanted to go and get the Bubble-tastic one. The
Bubble-tastic, yeah. But you know, when we started this channel, like I said previously, it was meant to be about trips and stuff like that, and it's sort of grown organically.
Yeah.
Into doing, because the reason why I named it Trips, Tips and Things was because I wanted to open it up to do different things. So, you know, when you do your gaming things, and because, you know, Mark's the gamer and I'm just sitting there going, what is going on here? But, you know, he's got his gaming chair and he does his gaming. And then, you know, we buy something new and we think, oh, I wonder if people will be interested in this. And, you know, like the Tassimo. The Tassimo is one of our most popular videos. And it's just, we love doing that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Really. We love, it's just one day, it just popped into my head. You know, I'd like to start doing holiday vlogs and then just doing different things. And you were a bit reluctant at first, and then you went, yeah, all right then. And then that's how
we started doing it.
Yeah. And at the moment, you know, I was talking to my mum today, and I just really miss holidays.
Yeah, we do want to get back out there. So what we'll be doing is obviously our usual videos in the interim. Oh, Tom said, nice, I like a variety of content, even though they say you must have a niche.
Yeah, it's so true.
Tom,
I like to do, I mean, we've had sort of views for all different videos, like some they've only had a few views, and then others have had like loads of views, but that is us. We like to do a variety of things. So it stands to reason that different people are going to like different things.
Yeah.
And not everybody is interested in just one thing, right? Everybody has hobbies. Everybody likes to do different things. Everybody likes to watch different things.
Oh,
and that's how we are.
James just said, I'm going to watch all your videos. Oh, thank you, James. I really appreciate that. We love the support. And like I said, we love you guys. without you, we wouldn't be able to make these videos. So
Yeah,
we're always
we're so grateful when people watch and stuff like that. Thank you.
But also as well, vice versa, we like to support our fellow YouTubers as well. So we like to watch as much content as we can, and then like linking with things like this. So it's always good to meet new YouTubers. And like I said, we always like to promote other people's videos as well. So like I said, big up to Tom. Yeah, really good.
I've watched a couple of his videos.
Yeah, we've been watching yours, Tom. So we've been watching quite a few of your videos.
Listen, the bush tucker trial business. I was just like, you know, when you're doing this, and then I thought, oh no, I'll get your cricket stick.
Oh yeah, so
Tom, this is what I was talking about before when we were commenting on the video.
Now, one of the things that if you watch one of our other videos, we did a video where
hi James, we miss you. We'll catch up with you next time though.
Definitely, James, take care. So if you watch one of our earlier content ones, we did a taste test for stuff. Now my brother lives in the United States, so I asked him just send me weird stuff that's in the US that's not here. And he didn't let me down. He did oblige. Yeah, it's bush tucker trial. So one of the bits I haven't got round to doing, one of the taste tests, he sent me 3 things I've not yet tried. One of them was this. Now that is the Cricket Energy Bar. In that bar is made from dead crickets and blueberries. So Alicia's going to try this one.
Don't talk like you're going to eat this.
I don't know. I'm going to have a look at it. I know I'm pescatarian, but I might actually try this one. Now, apparently, they reckon this is the future of food. There you go. Look, Tom said that looks good.
Oh, Tom.
So, only can get this in the States. I've never seen it in this country. Yeah, blueberry and vanilla. Now, according to the recipe.
Yeah, because, you know, that is a flavour, blueberry, crickets and vanilla, obviously.
So, ingredients, almonds, apricots, cricket powder. So, they've actually crushed it in. And they put the Latin name in it. I'm not going to pronounce it. Blueberries, honey, apple, juice, concentrate, strawberries, flaxseed, coconut, so it's all the good stuff: vanilla extract, sunflower, lecithin, sea salt, natural flavours, citric acid. Now, what more could you want with your crickets?
He said, ship some of that over for me too. We'll see what we can do.
I'll see what we can do, actually. I will actually ask my brother to send another one of these over. This is the other one he sent me from the Redneck Cafe. That is bacon flavoured hot chocolate. So it's actually got dried bacon in it. Don't know why you're laughing. You're going to be trying that one. And then the other one he sent me is that one, chicken and waffle flavoured chocolate. Now, Hammond's do another one. Yeah, bacon.
Yeah, bacon. Yeah, exactly.
Bacon flavoured hot chocolate, believe it or not. So we got that one as well. I don't know, actually. I might be able to eat that one. I don't think there's actually any bacon in it.
Is it just bacon flavouring?
Natural flavours, salt, guar gum.
I can't wait for this video. Yeah. I'm dreading the video.
Chicken and waffles. So, in actual fact, I don't think that's got any chicken in it. I think, chicken flavoured soup base, tapioca, corn milk. So, they do another one, which is pizza flavoured.
Oh, yeah. But I didn't try that. Did you?
No, I ate it. I ate it. And it does taste like, it's full of oregano. So, oregano had tomato paste in it. So, it did taste like, think you've got a pizza and you put chocolate on it. That's what it tasted like.
But there's a couple of things that me and your brother had when we went to, when we were in Universal Florida and we went shopping. I bought some chocolate with bacon pieces on it, and we tried that. And then I don't think your brother tried it, but I had a donut with bacon on it, so it had like maple syrup, like a maple, sort of like a toffee maple, I guess, and it had bacon sitting on the top of it. But I tried it because I like bacon and waffles and bacon and pancakes and things like that. So I tried it, and it just didn't go. The consistency of a donut is a donut, and it didn't go with the bacon.
But do you know what? Talking of like unusual foods, even in this country, so by this country, I mean UK. Now, my friend Andy, as you know, he goes to Edinburgh every year. So he went to Edinburgh, and he was telling me about the food there. So you obviously have the deep fried Mars bar.
Yeah, I mean, Tom, do they do that where you are? Deep fried Mars bar?
Not in Wales.
I might do. Anyway, go on.
Sorry. All right, sorry. Yeah. So anyway, they had the deep fried Mars bar. He tried that. But also as well, he asked for a pizza. So he went to a fish and chip shop and asked for a pizza. He had fish and chips the night before. I want something different. He said he asked for a pizza. The guy went, all right. So he went to the freezer, took out a pizza, and he chucked it up. He threw it in the deep fat fryer. And he said, Andy said, I watched it. I was just going like that. He said, I could just see all that saturated fat. The guy then hooked it out with the, you know, the little thing they used to get the chips in, the little sort of tray, not the tray, what do you call it, like a scoop.
Yeah.
He scooped out the pizza, let that drip, put that in the pizza box and handed it over. He said, Mark, the base of that box was just drip. It was all greasy.
Why would you go to a fish and chip shop for a pizza?
Oh, there you go. Tom. Yeah, we can get deep fried Mars bars on a place called Chippy Lane, where everyone goes after night on the piss. Fantastic. You can't find them around here. I can't.
No, they don't do them around here.
So I'm originally from the West Country, so there was never any around there. Although round where my parents live, they do mushy pea fritter, which is mushy peas in batter.
Yeah, that I can imagine. That I can imagine lovely. That. Yeah, but to have a because I would like to try this fried Mars bar. It's one of the things that for many years, it's one of the things I would have liked to have tried.
He said it's lovely. He said the only way he can describe it is like it tastes like ice cream in the middle. It's so gooey and soft where it's been fried. The other one he tried as well was macaroni cheese pie, which is macaroni cheese in a pie. So if you think pork pie pastry case, that crusty, and you put it in there.
We live in London.
We're London. So yeah, we're in London. Or West Country, yeah. So West Country, I was sort of round sort of Wiltshire, Somerset area, around there, and then I moved to London years ago now. But I'd still go back there because I still got quite a lot of family there. But yeah, that macaroni cheese pie, and he just said he'll have one of those, and it's macaroni cheese in a pie. Really stodgy. There you go.
Anything cheesy, to be fair, I'm not a great lover of. I like pizza, but anything sort of like, I don't know, the mac and cheese thing doesn't really appeal to me.
Oh, that American mac and cheese is something else.
But you love it. You really love it.
So good. I really missed that from the United States. There wasn't much food I did miss from the United States, but that was pretty bang on. That is pretty.
I don't know. I miss the Bahama Breeze.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good, I must say.
Well,
wow,
we've been talking for quite a long time now.
That's a lot. Wow. Well, I think we will wrap it up there.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for all your support, guys. Really enjoyed doing that video today. I had so much fun making it. It was really nice to see you guys.
Yeah, it really was.
Tom, we will definitely be watching a lot more of your videos.
Email me if you want to collab or something, or if you're going to come down to London and we can get together or something like that. I don't know if we'll be going to Wales anytime soon. I've never been to Wales, you know.
I have been to Cardiff. No, Swansea. I went to Swansea.
Oh, right. I think Tom's Cardiff, I think.
Oh, are you Cardiff? Yeah, Swansea I've been to quite a few times. I used to have friends that went to university there, so I used to go and visit them quite a bit. Some beautiful places in Wales, especially on the coast. Really nice.
Yeah.
There we have it. So we are going to say adios for now. Again, thank you so much for your support. Love you guys all. Stay safe. And as always, you're never too old to have fun.
Bye for now.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, got it here.
Oh, and one more. Thank you. Be sure to meet some of yours. Take care, Tom.
Bye, Tom. Bye.